Are you an introvert, or is someone close to you an introvert and you're hoping to understand them better? If so, you're going to want to check out this video where I talk about the Heilkunst Constiution Silica. So my name is Stacey and I'm a Heilkunst practitioner and creator of the Express Your Truth 8-Step Emotional Empowerment Program. And I'm doing a 6-part series on Heilkunst Constitutions. And I did a video a couple weeks ago now on constitutions and what they are. So if you want to check that out, I will put that there. And also I'll put the link in the description box. And so you can check that out if you'd like. And so today I'm going to be talking about silicas. So this is my second constitutional video. I did one last week on Phosphorus constitutions. And again, if you want to check that out, you can click that link, or I'll put it in the description box below as well. And so silicas, unlike phosphorus, can be very introverted. So last week when I was speaking about phosphorus, they're more lively, they're more outgoing, and silicas tend to be more introverted, more low energy. And so silicas and phosphorus often can be very compatible actually, because the phosphorus can be really stimulated easily. They can be very outgoing. They can tend to be a little bit ungrounded, whereas the silica is more slow, more grounded, more clear thinking. And so the two of them can balance each other out. And it's interesting, as I'm a phosphorus, and so I have quite a few silicas in my life, and we get along very well. And so I really enjoy silicas. And so silicas tend to be more cold temperature-wise. And so as phosphorus are cold as well, but silica are even colder. And so they tend to be cold, like even sleeping. I noticed phosphorus constitutions tend to be more warm sleepers in general, not always, but silicas will like a lot of blankets on them. They'll even wear socks to bed, and even in the dead of winter, they can put on a toque to keep warm. And they can also be more kind of slow, in that when they're kids, maybe they took longer to hit certain milestones. So maybe they took longer to start walking, or even as adults, they can sort of take longer to move out, take that step, that leap, or to enter the workforce, or to find their purpose. And silicas are very, they're more intellectual, so they're not going to be as emotional as they're not going to be emotional at all, actually. Phosphorus are very emotional. There's 3 more emotional constitutions, and I'll be talking about those ones in upcoming videos. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, you'll get a new constitutional video every week. And so silicas tend to be the type that needs to think about how they feel. So if you're in a relationship, or you are a silica constitution, you have to know that they might need some time to sort out their feelings, because they're not going to react emotionally the way a phosphorus would, or even a pulsatilla, which I'll be talking about next week, or a sulfur. They will, they'll need to think about it. So they'll have to get in touch with that side of themselves. And they are very competent, clear thinkers. And so, and combining that with kind of their slowness, being a bit timid, being a little bit nervous about taking on new pursuits, they can be the ones who would be the perpetual students, and maybe a bit hesitant to take that leap into the workforce, and instead maybe take a few years off in between school and work to pursue their own quiet interests. They can be nervous and overwhelmed about taking on new projects or new pursuits, even if they're well within their ability. And they want to have it mapped out, and they'll take a step when they're ready, only when they're ready, because they can be very stubborn. And then they'll take another step only when they're ready and have it all mapped out. So they can tend to be a little bit frustrating for other constitutions who are just ready to jump in, phosphorus being one of them. But again, there's that balance, right? So the silica can kind of balance it out, and the phosphorus can kind of pull them forward, which is really neat to watch. And silicas also tend to undervalue their capabilities. And so I have one silica that I have been treating for ages, and they are like that perpetual student. I mean, she is working, but she's also feeling like she needs more, because she's undervaluing her capabilities. She's amazing at what she does. And yeah, so that can be the silica challenge. All of the constitutions will have their own challenges, just like the phosphorus, it was setting boundaries. Silica, it's sort of undertaking those new ventures or new sort of ideas and things like that. And Silica, I mean, even though they are more timid and a little bit hesitant and maybe a little bit slow, they tend to have this quiet, subtle strength and courage. And so principle is very important to them. So they rather break than bend when it comes to matters of conscience or principle. And so they can be very reliable and very stubborn. So if you are a Silica, or if you know someone who's a Silica, I would love to hear about it. So please comment below and like this video if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned. Next week I'm going to be talking about pulsatilla. All right, I will talk to you soon.